their fists. Bonnie and Mandy. Make sure you're always watching. You could miss it if they ever kiss. Those two wildflowers did what they had to do, and now they're free. And it's gonna be as wild as it can be, with no apology. Bonnie, Scalisi, and Mandy Jones, Wildflowers.
Welcome. You're looking live at the Wildflowers. I'm Mandy Jones, a comedian, and I'm next to
Bonnie Scalisi. How are you, everyone?
This is the 7th episode of the Wildflowers. It is September 30th. Bonnie, you want to tell them what the topic is tonight?
The topic which we want you all to participate in is fears. Like, what are you afraid of? I was able to make a very long list. Some people have less fears than others, but we want to know about all of your fears and start thinking about them. So, we already have a couple of people tuning in. Somebody new I haven't seen before, Tom Leva. Welcome to our show.
Welcome.
I'm not sure how we know you from.
Yeah, how'd you find us?
Tom Leva, just in a little sentence, tell us how you found our show. Sure. Michelle Asta, how are you? Nancy Weems. Bill Hansen, how are you? So start thinking of your fear stories, and we're going to get started. But first, unless we have any announcements first.
Couple things. You should subscribe to the YouTube channel up above here. Mandy Jones, the comedian. That's where Bonnie and I put all our shit after we're done with it. On Fridays, we do the Calamity Jones Hour. That's from 8 to 9. It's usually me and my husband with a guest, but he's been working nights, so it's just me and a guest. I have my friend who's coming on Friday. He is a infantry combat vet, so we're going to have nothing but fun telling jokes about some serious stuff. Bonnie told us what the topic is, so start getting your fears in line. And we have a show on Halloween, free show. The guest that's on tonight is going to be performing on that card. It's a free show. All you have to do is RSVP to me to get added to the guest list.
That's going to be cool.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. All the comedians and all the patrons will be in costume. So, Bonnie, why don't you bring this beautiful man on?
I am. In 1 second, we had
after she reacts to everybody's comment.
We have a few people who also came in. I think I mentioned Nancy Weems is watching. Hi, Nancy. Andrew, I always screw up his name. Andrew Fremder is saying hi. Hope everyone's well. My boyfriend, Michael Steven Spielberg, is watching. He said, hi, ladies. And Joan Krupiasher, how are you? Okay, so our next guest is a friend of mine, and he's a fellow comedian. And pre-COVID, he performed all over. And now he refers to himself as the former performer, Will Romero.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you, ladies, for having me on. It's really
our pleasure.
Well, this is a return because you sat in the old studio.
Yes,
absolutely.
I did.
But you didn't get personal time. We didn't get to have you.
No, we were just promoting a show. Yeah.
Because you had who else sat on the
John Olivero.
John.
Oh yeah,
my
two buddies. Yeah, I love John. John is.
You're more memorable than him, obviously.
Am I?
What? I fucking forgot he was on the show.
I think it's a nose.
I know. I love John.
I don't know. We did so many shows. It's all jumbled up in my head.
Yeah.
I know. If we didn't take pictures, I don't think I know.
Yeah, the
who
pictures.
the fuck we have.
Right, the pictures are the proof that we actually had certain people on.
When people try to deny that they've been on the show, we're like, yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah, no, it's on record.
Yeah, we have photographic evidence of it. Yeah, John Alvaro is. I just put up a post about him because he reminded me of, his routine. It was a thing about nobody really gives a shit when you ask how are you.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah,
it was
yeah.
A meme
that was a great joke.
Perfect, and I was like, that reminded me of John, and I tagged him in it, and of course he laughed. So we're gonna get into the topic right away.
Yeah, might as well.
So far, none of our listeners Everybody's saying hi to you. Michelle Astor saying hi to you.
Hello.
Bill Hansen saying hi, and Joan Krupiacha saying hi. But nobody's given us a fear story yet. So who of us three wants to go first?
I'll be glad to start.
All right.
Okay.
Will Romero will
Last
go
time-
first.
This is great because on the way here, I was thinking about it. I was here at your party on the 4th of July,
Yes.
and I was here with a date. I don't know if you guys remember her.
I remember.
Yeah, Diana. I gotta protect the name, so we're gonna call her Diana Coloras or whatever her fucking last name was.
What?
Fear was, yeah, was.
Okay. As we know
No,
where this story's going.
I mean, she was nice and all, but
I really liked her.
I liked her too. It
Well,
shows you
looks
that
are deceiving. Looks are so deceiving.
They
She was very
are.
nice.
they are.
Well, let me tell you what she did.
Yeah, tell us. Tell us.
Here you go. This is the biggest fear. This is one of my biggest fears. A crazy woman. Like, no offense to nobody, but you don't want to have a crazy woman.
There's been a lot of movies about crazy women. so
Yeah,
it's
they
a-
had. What was it?
Where do you inspire people?
The one with the one with the Bonnie in the pot. What was the name of it?
Yes,
Fatal Attraction.
Yes, that
Oh yeah, the
Fatal
Rabbit.
Attraction.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
was-
Boiled the bunny.
Glenn Close.
All right, so what did she do? She
What?
boiled
Yeah.
your
What did she
bunny?
do? Because
Okay.
I really liked her. It shows you how I can really
Read
identify.
the room.
I can really get pick them out.
Well,
That's why you were
she.
there.
By the way, those listening, she sounded just like Sofia Vergara, minus the everything. I always tell that to everybody. She she knew that things were not working out, and because I was just not into her. Like, you ever met those people that never smoke marijuana? You ever met those fucking
Squares.
where do they come from? Where do those mutants come from?
I don't
you know?
smoke marijuana.
Yeah, no, but you have in the past. Have
I've
you?
tried it.
Okay, there you go. You have tried it. But she was the one that she has never tried anything. She has a beer and she's vomiting, that type of animal. And no, she was
She has a beer and she's what? Bumming?
vomiting.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Vomiting.
She'll be throwing up, and anyway. But she was like, marijuana is bad, and there were some people here smoking a joint outside, and not here, whatever. But we get in the car, and she's like, "Oh my God, you see those people? They have problems." And I'm like, "Listen, you judgmental motherfucker.
Oh yeah,
don't
you
talk
don't know about.
She was
fucking
judging
problems.
people.
Oh,
Yeah.
judging left and
Judging
right.
is terrible.
And I don't. Yeah, we all judge, but I don't.
But
I keep it to
some judge,
myself.
But,
some judge more than
Yeah,
others.
but yeah, exactly. And she's like, they have problems. Ay, Dios mío, and all this shit. Yeah,
You're like,
And
fuck, I got problems.
I got problems by looking at you and sleeping with you, you freaking animal. No, she was calling me like, where are you? What are you gonna do today? And I'm like, listen, I'm at an open mic. Shout out to Stephen Rocco Perillo. And
Yeah, he'll be on the card on Halloween.
yeah, he's definitely Halloween.
We're
but
going to his mic after this.
yeah, but
Hi,
I-
Taz.
I get home and there is a note on my door.
Oh no.
I get
Better
home.
not bring any condoms
I
out.
open the note and I'm reading. I'm like, oh my God, I love you very much. You are this great. You have showed me so much. And I'm like, bitch, I took you to see a whale. Like I didn't show you all that much. I took you to Brooklyn Bay. We saw a whale. I kissed you under the sunset. I took you to a party. I didn't
But
show
I do
you all.
with all my romantic days.
yeah.
It's very run of the mill.
And no, and I call her up. I'm like, hey, do you come to my house while I wasn't here? And I had to turn Will.
So she was a stalker.
Oh, fuck yeah. I
That's scary. Men stalk too.
I had to turn Will the Spick on, if you know what I mean. Will the Spick came out like, you motherfucker. Like, I turned into Scarface. Like, you ever seen when Scarface got into the argument with the guy on the phone because they didn't kill the other guy? That was me. I'm like, don't you ever come to my house.
Yeah.
Wait. Can I clarify? Did you break up with her?
No, I ghosted
Her
her.
life.
I ghosted her.
Okay, you ghosted her.
And then I ended up going
Is
out.
it ghosting if you throw them out and tell them to never come back?
No,
No,
ghosting is
ghosting
when
is-
you just stop answering.
Yes,
them.
yeah.
You just like.
Because I was seeing somebody else. But
Wait a minute.
okay.
Now there's more to the story.
Okay. Things
Wait,
were
wait,
not working out with her.
Hold your thought right there. I just want.
want.
There's just a couple of people. Andrew was saying, yes, for some crazy reason, women get movies made of them. Crazy men just wind up on the news and get put in jail. And Michelle Aston is saying, if she is judging, then she's very insecure.
No
That's
shit.
true.
Yeah.
So tell us.
Unless she was judging me the whole
Oh,
time.
and Andrew also says, if we're talking of stories about fear, I can imagine the entire year 2020 could speak for itself.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
Just
Barney
true.
Yeah.
loose
Oh,
on
and your
you.
mom is watching, and she's
Hey, Mom.
Oh boy.
she said crickets, and get get in my house, scare the shit out of her.
Okay,
and
Mom,
she screams
we're
when
on
she has
scary
to kill them with a
stories right
shoe.
now.
Yeah, crickets. So
Mom,
so
don't
let's
kill insects.
let's get back to the stalker.
Yeah, sure. Back to the
Will
story.
Stalker,
Okay, that you provoked.
who I met, and I thought she was so lovely.
No, okay. You guys remember the ex-girlfriend I had that ate all the cheese?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah, I made a whole joke about it. Okay, she came back to my life.
Okay.
And thanks to her and her support, like she's not my girlfriend, she's my ally. Okay,
Ooh, okay.
all the rest are the axes. No pun intended on that one. But yeah, played on words on that one. Axis, allies, and I told her what was
Smart.
happening.
He's so
I told her
smart.
what was happening, and she helped me get clean and all this stuff. And I decided to not see Diana no more because she don't
If
do
she
it for me.
doesn't do it for you, she doesn't do it for
No,
you.
and
Gotta have chemistry.
yeah, no, there was no chemistry there. And but she was stalking me. And when she's on the phone, when I'm yelling at her, like, "Don't you ever come to my house and put a note underneath my door without me knowing?" Now I see why you were asking me where I was because you were timing me. And she gets on the phone like, "I know over the weekend you were with somebody else," and I'm like, "Are you stalking me?" And she's like, "So it is true." And I'm like, "This motherfucker." I'm like, "Yeah."
So
So she
Taz, the residential artist, goes the cheese girl.
The cheese girl.
Oh, the cheese girl, yeah.
She is the cheese
That's
girl.
how Will used
Yeah,
to refer to her.
that's my ally right there.
But
Nan-
she's a good person in his life.
Yeah,
yes.
Nancy's my
Oh,
ally.
Ed is tuning in, and Robin DeVito is tuning in. How
Hello,
are you guys
Robin
doing?
DeVito. I love that lady.
Oh yeah, I had
She's
a great
fucking
time with
pretty
Robin,
angel.
with Kristen Tinsley at Coasters on Saturday night. Saturday night.
Oh yeah, she was.
And that's when I
bartending.
found out her. I saw saw pictures, photos of her boyfriend. He not only was he on the Red Sox, but he was on another baseball team too,
Yeah.
the Cubs.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's
George,
a professional,
Georgie
a
Porgy.
professional
Fucking
baseball
awesome.
player. That is so cool. So
Stalker.
so
Yeah.
so
She's-
sometimes real life things are scarier than not real life
I mean,
things.
Yeah.
no, but she was like, I demand an explanation. But in Spanish, it's funnier because she's like, demando una explicación and all these shit.
Dígame.
Yeah, like, digam. Yeah, that's exactly what she's like. I let you into my life. And I'm like, bitch, I let you into my life. I didn't let you, whatever.
Nobody
But
let anybody in.
point being is petrifying when somebody's stalking you and timing you. That is a fear because you don't know.
Well,
You
why'd
know.
you get into comedy if you don't want to get timed?
Yeah, I mean,
You should be
this
used
is the
to it. You
best
have
part.
5 minutes, and then
this
you
is the
get the
best
light.
part. This is the best part. A few days prior to that, a week prior, I had a show at Governor's, and I get on stage on the patio, and guess who's right in the front?
No.
Her.
No.
Yes, with her friend, and
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
oh no.
That is a stalking situation because
Oh,
every
no.
comedian knows exactly who's coming to fucking watch them. If somebody
Yeah.
shows up by surprise, it's a fucking stalking situation.
Oh my
You're like, I
God,
have 6 friends coming.
my
and 3
heart
of them
was
show up.
pounding. My heart, I'm like, oh no.
Like extra fucking guests. Like
Oh
what?
my God, my timing was off, and I'm like, the moment I saw
You're
her,
like, so I have this
Because
stalker.
you had that song in your head.
oh that, yeah.
So Lou Prax is watching. Hi, Lou. And Andrew is saying women don't stalk people; they just get obsessed. LOL. And Taz is saying to Ed, much like my sex, I never correct anyone. That's funny.
Oh, no, that was scary. I don't even know how to get out of that situation. What am
else
I
are
gonna
you
do?
afraid of?
Yell at you?
What else
Well,
are you afraid of?
since
This I know fucking scares you.
oh my God, no.
Oh, he had an experience with a puppet.
Okay,
That's
the
so
puppet story. I was sharing it before. That was
Tell me.
2007.
Tell me.
Fucking Pee Wee Herman. I hate Pee Wee Herman.
He's a mascot. How can you not like Pee Wee? Ooh, I'm tickling under
It's
his
just the
chin.
look in his eyes. Like he got the like
He's
Ted
like
Bundy
baby.
look.
You won't.
He got like that Spanish
So just
guy
be
that's
serious. Just
out on
just
cocaine.
be
Yeah.
serious.
You ever seen like somebody coked out of their mind walking in the middle of the street at 3 in the morning?
Yeah, at
That's
my
what-
house
that's
that
what that
your
puppet
girlfriend
looks
was
like to me.
judging.
Yes. She's probably going to find this show and watch it.
No,
She
the
already fucking
the
here.
puppet
She's the
story,
best
man.
Mm.
2007. I'm dating this girl.
This is over a decade ago.
then.
Yeah.
I don't want to alarm you,
Yeah, go
but we have a special guest that's coming on any second.
Who's that?
Your ex-girlfriend.
Oh,
She's
no.
coming out of the closet. I'm just joking.
Well, the funny thing about Diana was that she did come out of the closet. She was gay. Back to Diana's story. Back to yeah. No, she was in a relationship with a woman for 6 years, and then started
Wow.
playing.
Your ass?
Your husband's watching now. Hi, Glenn.
Hey, Glenn, how are you?
Okay.
I look fat.
No, you look great. Is that one of your biggest fears, to look fat?
Yes, actually, Michelle Astor said that to me on Instagram. She goes, my biggest fear is going up a size in a dress. And I said, mine too.
I just can't afford to buy new shit.
Well, you know what? The funny thing
I
is
can't either.
that we do something that most people are afraid of.
Oh,
Public speaking.
Justin
Yeah.
McDonald just tuned in.
Hey,
Justin,
Justin.
I was just admiring your walking stick. That's the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, well if you just do one of these, if you go to the side a little bit, we can.
What-
Yeah,
like that.
it's right behind
Oh.
the cabinet.
The other side.
Yeah.
Oh, the other side? Okay, the stick
Oh,
right
it's
there.
Right
Yeah.
where you, it's right
Yeah.
exactly out of line.
It's,
of
yeah.
sight.
Oh, God. The other way. I forget. Okay.
We'll hold it up at the end.
Yeah, well, I'll
Just
get.
give me, we'll hold the fucking walking.
One of my
stick up.
girlfriends is gonna walk in with a stick and hit me right over the head.
Yeah, not good for if you're angry to have a big wooden stick
no.
around.
So
But
tell
if you
me
need
that's
help walking, then
Oh,
you do.
2007. I was with again. I gotta protect the names.
Protect the
Nina
names.
Spicer, aka the little Nazi. She was German and Salvadorian. Trust me, it didn't work.
Got crazy.
Yeah, it
fast.
got crazy. She had a puppet from Jeff Dunham, Peanut, and she had like if this was the bed, the puppet was on the couch on the side watching me
That's scary.
masturbate every night. It was weird. It was just a weird situation. But you know, things were not working out. I was still addicted to oxy and alcohol and all this stuff, and I would get my anger out on the puppet. That I feel bad for that puppet. That puppet got a Me Too case on me right now or something. You know? But that puppet was
it
just.
probably deserved it.
Was it when you were mad at her? Or was just?
Oh yeah, no,
anytime
it
you
was
were
when I
pissed,
was
it
mad
was
at her.
For her.
Yeah, like I told her a few times, like, can you please not put the puppet in there? It's freaking me out.
I'm gonna kick the fucking puppet.
Yeah,
Fucking
no.
Get it out of my face.
No, she's like, why is the puppet so dirty? I'm like, I don't know. It came alive, attacked me. You know, I'm a victim here.
So Michelle Astor has a scared story. She said, I walked into her house one night, in her own house, and when she was 19 years old, she was halfway through the house and she realized that there was a man upstairs trying to rob the house.
Jesus.
Oh my
Holy
God.
shit.
I ran to my brother's room and I locked the door, called the police, and stayed on the phone until they arrived. The guy had left by then. My biggest fear coming home to invaders. That's like a movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously. I'm a weirdo. I'll like clear the house like when I get home. Like I'll seriously like walk like around the corners like a fucking psycho. Make sure if I can clear
I'll
the
be
house.
like-
I'm fucking weird.
Something like that happened to me when I was a child. Like in El Salvador, a guy broke into the house where we used to live, and
Yeah.
me, my mom is a single mom, so it was just my brother, myself, and my baby brother, and we locked each other into the room. And the guy was high on something,
Yeah.
and he was just around the house. And trust me, it was
Was
petrifying.
it violent or anything? You just like,
Oh no,
running?
it was violent.
Oh,
It was
okay.
violent. Like the guy was so paranoid, saying that people were chasing him.
And
So
you guys interacted with him? You didn't just hide?
no, like we tried to tell him that we were gonna open up the front door, and then as soon as the guy ran to the front
gonna let
door,
you
my
in.
mom came into the bedroom and locked the door.
Jesus. Fuck.
And the guy was just around the house cooking, and
You
I'm
come
not.
over my house to me.
Yeah, no, he was
Just
cooking.
A robber who's very nurturing.
He was making noises like people killing him, and we were petrified.
Oh
Oh my
Lord.
God.
Think- yeah.
How old were
He's
you?
probably mentally ill.
I was like, yeah, no, he was high on coke, I think, like way
Mental
past,
illness
yeah,
plus drugs.
yeah, well, maybe
not a
more.
good combo.
No, and no, we were petrified though. That's not a funny thing. Like coming home
Yeah.
or having an invader in your house and
Yeah,
you
scary,
are
for real.
physically weaker than that person,
Yes.
or if you don't have a firearm, it is a petrifying situation. You don't know what the hell is going to happen. You know what that person is thinking.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah,
and-
Need to keep-
Andrew is saying a snake that can't get it up has reptile dysfunction.
Good one.
David
Yeah.
Lang, how are you?
Good
And
job.
my dad.
He's
Paul
tuning in.
Jones. Hey,
And
Dad.
Paul Jones, he said, tuning in late. Sorry, happy to be here. We're happy to have you. And he's saying, hi, gang, because it's like everybody's saying hi to each other. So my boyfriend's out in Pennsylvania. He's saying, how is everybody? And Michelle said, yes, it was extremely scary. Nancy says the only thing that she's scared of is other people's driving,
Yes.
which is
dude.
true.
Oh my God, that should
Absolutely.
be a good fear.
Greg DeFlippo, how are
I
you?
fought a dude yesterday. I
Whoa,
was fucking,
tell
you
us.
know, it's so bad.
She's not afraid. She's afraid she's going to kill
I
somebody.
was back. I was reversing into the spot, nice. Guy does not look and just starts coming right back
Yeah.
at me, and I just, and then I honked the horn to stop, and then I honked it again, like harder, like please, really stop, dude.
Right.
And then he fucking turned around and he's like throwing his hands up at me. I'm like, you want to fucking go? Like, he It's
Little
fucking-
Mandy, you know, like just
No.
don't
yeah,
fuck
and then
with
like
her.
everyone on the street is like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, so you were reversing, right?
Yeah, so that I could go in when I was leaving, I would be going forward.
Okay.
So I was going back because
Well-
it's a little shitty parking
well,
lot. So
if you-
I knew that this fucker was good. I was anticipating problems.
Well, I got 100 on the test that they give you at the
Whoa.
DMV. No, I did.
What, they give you 1 out of 100?
No, on the no, in the
it's a
permit.
test failure.
No, the permit test, the one that you take at DMV. I think
Oh,
it's like
okay,
70
yeah.
questions.
They're like, what side of the road should you drive?
Yeah, I answer all of them correctly. And what I remember, the instructor telling me, this is back in 2002. The guy was like, "Wow, never seen somebody answer all of them correctly." And the one I always
It's like 10
remember,
questions.
the one that I always remember is when someone's backing out of a parking spot, you have to give them the right of way. They are the one in the vulnerable position.
Right.
That's it. That's the rule of the
right.
land.
And I was already backing in when
Right.
he didn't look to go just directly back
Right.
out.
Yeah. So you were 100% right.
I scared him, and that's why he.
Good.
That's why he got. No, he was scared, and that's why he was like, "Fuck you! What are you doing?" Like,
Fuck
I'm
that.
fucking driving correctly. What are you doing?
Well, Michelle Astor said she's hiring Mandy as her private security.
Me and
Which-
fucking Pee-wee, fucking-
so, Greg DeFlippo, how are you? What's going on in Florida?
DeFlippo.
Is alligators like a fear in Florida? I'm sure like.
Oh yeah.
it's a fear.
Speaking of animals, what are your fears?
Okay, I have a list of them.
Oh.
Right now, I'm going through a very personal fear, which is personal freedom. I kind of lost my freedom with this COVID thing because my boy's schedule has been all messed up, and I literally have to be back like every 2 hours to let a boy in from a program, take a boy to a program, let go. So I have no time to myself except at night. And it's really affected me. I mean, it's just, and it doesn't, the thing is, we don't know how long this is going to last. Like I was fine with it at the beginning.
Yeah, a couple weeks.
And now I'm starting to really, it's really starting to
Take
affect
on
me.
toll.
Yeah. So loss of personal freedom and like things that everybody just takes for granted. Like you just
Yeah.
want to go to Target and just like shop, or you just want to, go wherever. And
I want to go to a comedy show, man. That's my biggest fear
Halloween,
right
you
now.
motherfucker.
I know. Halloween. I love Halloween, man. That's the best.
It's once in a blue moon. It's gonna be a fucking full
Yeah.
moon on a Saturday.
Yeah.
It's gonna be out
Yeah,
as
and I guarantee you the aliens are gonna land. Because
They're
it's
gonna
gonna,
come right
yeah, they're
fucking
gonna, yeah,
here.
they're gonna land. It's 2020. Nothing surprises me.
Me and Pee-wee are gonna fucking.
Jesus Christ is gonna come down there with the aliens and do something. I'm just
So-
sticking down some.
So Andrew's saying invaders in his house would be awesome because then I could do what Liam Neeson did to those Taken movies and get away
You're
with it.
sick.
However, if anybody's ever seen the movie, definitely Bad Parenting because it's happened 3 times. LOL.
I know,
I
every time.
love those Taken movies. They're very exciting.
I never seen them. Actually, I never seen one.
Oh, you should watch
all
the
I know is
first
the
one.
all I know is the meme. The guy on the phone. I don't know who you are, but if I find you,
And it's
Yeah,
the
because
worst. And he's like,
you
I'm
know.
sorry.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just beats the living shit out of people
Yeah, sure.
who come after his
60-year-old
people.
guy beating guys up. What
I know.
was it?
Well, as the
Charles
in the
Bronson got away with it in the 70s. Not Liam Neeson in the fucking Schindler's List or whatever he was in.
Bonnie's not a Jew because she's never seen Schindler's List.
Well, you never seen
I've
Schindler's
never
List?
seen
we revoked
Schindler's
her
List.
Jew card like a while ago.
Oh, for many reasons. I don't like to shop. I don't look for.
She's very generous. She gives.
Oh yeah, I
gifts.
love to give big tips and big presents and.
No, you're a real Jew.
No, that's
My
not Jew
boyfriend's
behavior.
more-
That's not typical Jew behavior.
My boyfriend acts like the Jew in the relationship, and he's like, "That's how I got all my money. Is I'm careful with my money."
I
Yeah.
thought that you told me you had a picture of Jesus Christ getting beaten on your living room.
Esther Forrester is tuning in.
Hey,
Esther! She said, LOL, security guard who has it in for you. Greg DeFlippo saying alligators are only a threat during mating season.
Ooh.
That's right.
I didn't
When you
know
get
that.
there, they're fucking.
That's right. I'm a reptile enthusiast. That's right.
So now it's your turn to. You
fierce.
said about the driving. But
Well, yeah, but Nancy Weems just said she doesn't like snakes. I don't like snakes.
No?
I don't, and
I'm a
very
reptile
wary of
enthusiast.
snakes. And
You look like you will be the perfect
fuck you,
candidate
get the fuck out.
for a
That's
snake.
the door. Take a walk. Fuck.
I had to bring my kids to a petting, like a place that had animals, and we sat in a circle, and they brought out a snake, and a lot of the kids were terrified of the snake.
Like they should be because they're fucking predators.
And,
Yeah, they are
and
predators.
other kids just went right up to it and touched it, and I'm fine with snakes. I don't know.
I don't know.
But Taz says to you, Will, that Charles Bronson is so much cooler than Liam Neeson.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, he was cool. I watched that movie.
Charles Bronson in
Death Wish.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Once Upon a Time in the West. Great movie.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, that's the man with the harmonica. Tremendous.
Justin McDonald said, "Hey, Chuck Norris could whoop some ass at 60." That Chuck Norris.
Why is Chuck Norris always on top? Because he doesn't fuck up.
All right, my boyfriend said, "So if you don't try to fuck an alligator, you will be safe." That's something my boyfriend would
That's
say.
something that Steve Irwin should have been looking out for.
He was out of his element.
Yeah.
Justin McDonald was bitten by a snake in the wild. He goes away a lot in the mountains. You should be careful,
You're
Justin.
risking your life for those fucking walking sticks, bro.
Ed is counting now. Ed is saying Mandy just hit the over on her number of fucks for the evening. What's the spread? Wait, we should start betting.
He really is. Him and Bruno fucking exchanged money via Venmo.
That was
They
funny.
fucking cash app each other.
Justin, did that really happen? Did you really get bitten by a snake?
Or you just want the spotlight again?
No.
No, he just wants it to take up the attention.
All right, so now it's your turn. You have a different one?
Oh yeah,
I'll
I'll tell you my biggest fear,
Okay.
and this is, in a way, a good thing and a bad thing.
Okay.
Because I don't know, I was thinking a lot about today, like fear and love, right? Like they say that's like the that's the duality
of
of
dark God.
yeah, like
okay.
at the end of the day, fear and love are both a fucking 4-letter word.
Oh yeah.
You know, they're both
for
a
sure.
4-letter word at the end of the day, so they're both the same thing in a way, but and they
That's a
both.
four-letter word, too.
I'm a little bit of a philosopher, but the one thing I've been petrified of, and this is no joke, this is a big fuck no, I ain't doing it. I'll rather set my mother on fire, before I do this. Needles. I cannot do needles.
You don't want a tattoo from Zach?
No. You see, I could do a tattoo. I cannot do the blood. I cannot do the blood.
Oh, a lot of people like that.
I mean,
I bet you like horror movies, though, right?
No, I love horror movies. I don't.
It's usually the people that like horror movies can't stand blood in real life, because I'm like that.
No, I cannot stand blood in real life.
Me
no.
too.
It's a funny story. One time I had to take a STD test, nonetheless, and that was a scary situation.
I hear it's fucking rough.
Man, we had to. I actually drank like half a bottle of whiskey before I went into the doctor's.
Ooh.
Yeah,
What
because
does that do to your urethra?
no, it was no. They had to
to
draw blood. That's what it was. They had to draw the blood, and again, I gotta protect the names. The woman I was with, Susan Elizabeth Williamson, she she's like, we have to take a blood test, and I'm like, we'll do.
Scared, dude. What was she doing?
What was she doing? Well, no, what I was doing, I fucked up. I was sleeping around, and
Okay, so that was your punishment.
yeah, no, I had to go get tested, and thank God I'm fine. Anybody out there listening, ladies, I'm clean. No,
He's available
in case my ally and I break apart, there you go. I'm Will Romero. He's clean.
You still have to get another test.
Yeah. No, I drank half a bottle of whiskey just to go in there. And Dr. Cooperman, shout out if he's listening. A real Jew, that guy. I love that guy. He got a picture of Jesus Christ getting beaten again. And no, he's a real Jew. And he's my favorite Jew of all time. He wears a yarmulke with a fucking diamond and a finger on it. A blood diamond. And and he goes like this, Mr. Romero. Like, I'm like, just call me William.
Yeah,
asshole.
seriously.
He's like, have you been drinking today? I'm like, dude, are we here for a DWI or a blood test? Which one's it gonna be? My girlfriend's like,
but doesn't it
drunk.
affect the blood test, maybe?
Oh, he said, we're looking for herpes, motherfucker. We ain't looking for anything else, okay? We're not looking for the drugs. We're not looking for anything else. We're looking for...
I don't need no.
No, we're looking for herpes, HIV, and chlamydia, whatever the hell. Yeah, focus, motherfucker, focus. And
Whoa.
and guess what? I still fainted. I still fainted.
Cookie after?
No, they gave me a lollipop, but close enough. Sugar rush.
Do you feel it coming on? I've never fainted.
I fainted.
You fainted that? Like what, in the arm, like a vaccine, or
not because of a blood thing. my brother had stuck a comb in my ear.
No, I don't
Not
think
at that point. I didn't faint then, but my mom took me to the
The
doctor.
engineer is like, what the fuck?
You know the combs like
That has a little thing.
that
on
has,
it.
Yeah,
that has
yeah,
the poker
Like
on the
the
end.
part that you wouldn't want in your
So
ear.
he stuck that in my ear. He was autistic. He didn't,
But a
and-
brother would have done that anyways.
and probably. And I was in the I guess the whatever the doctor's
Yeah.
office is, and they were talking about it, and the nurse is like, if
I'm killing
if-
this bottle of
if
wine, by
he-
the way.
Yeah, go ahead. If he had just gone a couple of centimeters more, he would have punctured her inner ear.
Ooh.
And as they're talking about my ear, I just slowly went down. I fainted.
Okay, when he
Oh, Jim Ray is watching.
Hey, Jim, how you doing?
Jim.
Yeah.
Jim is saying,
Shout out to Garden City, stay black,
and
Garden
Larry
City.
Arts is watching. Hi. And Justin was saying that it was a garter snake, and luckily it could have been a copperhead or a timber rattler,
Yeah.
so it was a non-venomous snake that bit him. Bill Hansen is afraid of losing his mom. I can relate with that. I'm terrified of losing my dad. He's the only one I have left. He's 91,
Whoa.
and I visit him like a couple of times a week. I help him with whatever I can. He's always like, I can't even imagine life without him. But once you reach 91, it's like every day. You
Yeah.
don't know. Your dad is saying his fear is eating Burger King and not being close to a toilet.
I agree.
I agree with you,
I
Dad.
agree.
Sad.
Mr. Mandy Jones, I agree. Burger King, Wendy's, McDonald's.
Absolutely. You need to be near
I
a
call it
toilet.
cancer food. Fuck it.
I love it.
Yeah, no, listen. In this country, we cannot be honest. We cannot be honest in this fucking country. We cannot go up to the drive-thru at Burger King and be like, hey, let me get a side of cancer, a side of fucking diarrhea. Because that's what it's going to be.
You should put that in your act.
I retired the joke. Because
I
it
love
was-
that. So
yeah.
Jim Ray is saying, does he run the other way when it's the wrong time of the month for his girlfriend? I think that's for you.
That sounds like a personal problem for you, Jim. I don't know. You may want to see a doctor about it. Like, Dr. Cooperman's a great guy. He could give
help
you.
you.
Yeah, he
the
could help
Jew
you.
doctor.
Yeah, he's a real Jew. Again, he lives in Garden City. I think he lives in Garden City too. Dr. Cooperman lives in Garden City, if I'm not mistaken.
And so does Jim. So
Yeah,
there you
I know.
go.
Hey, Garden City, stay
Not a
black.
long
You guys
drive.
need it. You know?
So Taz the Residential Artist is saying suspense is much better than gore, which is
Yeah.
true.
Ooh,
Which is
yeah.
true.
I can get on that.
Like the
Oh, yeah.
Alfred Hitchcock movies,
Mm.
Oh, I watched the birds the other day.
Oh,
and
Birds is great.
everyone's agreeing with her. Now they're starting to name scary movies. We don't want to talk about scary movies. We want to hear about
Your
what scares
personal
you,
fears.
your personal scary issues. So Andrew is saying, I wonder if Alfred Hitchcock had erectile dysfunction. This guy Andrew is hilarious. Andrew, where do you live?
He's local.
I want him on this
Oh, he
show.
definitely sounds like a local.
Calamity Jones, but maybe we'll have him here.
Now, my boyfriend wants to know, will they test you for crotch crickets too?
Jesus.
I don't know what that means.
My mom's afraid of crickets.
Steven Spielberg, that sounds like a personal question that you should talk to her, not me. Okay?
So Andrew's saying his biggest fear is waking up with a bad taste in my mouth. That's why I don't leave the hemorrhoid cream next to the toothpaste anymore.
My dad brushed his teeth with Bengay one time. And he came out of the bathroom. He's like, "That's like some real good shit you got." My mom's like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "This."
Oh.
Did he have like vapor coming out of his mouth?
He was like, "That's a fucking plaque killer. That's that good shit." Like,
So-
dude, it's fucking muscle relaxer cream.
Michelle Astor says she's truly terrified of spider crickets. I've never seen one. I'm afraid of spiders. That's one of the things on my list.
Oh yeah.
I
Okay.
hate spiders. I just,
Like at the tarantula, that would petrify.
Oh,
like
yes.
I'm not afraid of spiders. I just don't like how they look. You know what I mean? Like
They're so
I'm not a
scary
big-
looking. They're just disgusting.
Yeah, I just don't like the hairs on their ass. Like
I hate all
they
spiders.
have like hairs on their. You never seen like a. Yeah, like that's what
Do
they do.
spiders have an ass?
Yeah, they have like that bubble.
An ass.
And what they do with their
long,
back
with
legs when they
legs.
feel threatened, they throw the hairs in your eyes, and that could burn you.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
That's a fact I didn't need to know.
Yeah.
So,
So they throw ass hair on your face. You know,
all right,
like,
now it's
hey,
your
you know.
turn, Mandy. You've been
Yeah.
getting
You're
off the.
next. No, I'm afraid of. I mean, I love the ocean, but once you get held
Oh,
underwater,
yeah.
that's fucking scary. Like riptides and like drowning.
Mm.
Definitely scary.
Yeah, no, I'm afraid of the
Oh.
ocean
Don't want to drown.
All right, my boyfriend's probably not going to like that. I'm telling this story.
too.
I usually we go back to his house and we watch a show that we're in love with. We're
Porn.
watching. No,
Porn.
Wow.
we watch Boston Legal.
X videos.
But this one time, I don't remember why. I said, "Oh, I wanted to watch some movie, but we couldn't find it," and so this other movie came up, and it was called The Impossible. Have you ever seen The Impossible?
No, I'm
No.
afraid not.
So it's the story of the tsunami, and it's very graphic. It's the true story of a family that went down to on a vacation in this beautiful Caribbean island, and they were there when the tsunami hit and everything that happened after. And there was a lot of like, you see the water come, and like you said,
Yeah.
everybody's underwater, and then like survival skills. And my boyfriend's like, "You just killed the boner for the night." It's just like that killed it for him, because that is one of his fears, is being out. He likes to think of himself as a survivor. And when the water hit and then it went back, everything was devastation. And the mother was there. She was able to grab one kid. The other two kids were gone. Her husband was gone. And he's like, even with all my survival skills, and he has like books and he has guns and he has all kinds of weapons, he's like, there's not a damn thing you could do in that.
Right. Right.
And so it was out of control for him. And that was his biggest fear.
Yeah.
So I just told you, biggest fear right on my podcast.
Drown him.
I'm
Drown him.
I'm definitely a control freak. I don't.
Yeah, he's very into
Yeah.
being in control.
That's why we've killed off Jim and Tony. No, Tony's actually gonna come back on.
Tony's, I guess, next week.
Is that the 7th already?
Oh, I
yeah,
love Tony.
October 7th.
Tony Landolfi is
Tony
our.
Landolfi will be back, guys. We're gonna have him sitting in that chair, and he's not gonna go. He's not gonna shut us up.
No.
Oh, he'll be like.
No. He's
You know.
not gonna pull a Ben Shapiro on you, right? He's not gonna pull a Ben Shapiro.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, Ben Shapiro is a political
I
commentator.
love Ben Shapiro. What is
Listen,
Ben
I love Ben
do?
Shapiro too, but for the wrong reasons. Like, come on, let's face it. That guy is. I don't want to get political, but that guy was talking about.
Dan Romano, how are you?
Oh, Dan Romano, how are you? Stay crazy.
Man.
He was talking about Cardi B and
Oh,
WAP.
the WAP, yeah.
Like you know what? I don't tell nobody what to do. Like, I'm all for freedom.
Have a wet ass
I'm
pussy,
all-
have a dry ass pussy.
I don't care. Like I am all up for the feminist movement. The more power to you, ladies. I don't like double standards. And people like, yeah, I support women, but not like that. Don't have fun like that. Don't
Right,
do it.
right,
Like
right.
fuck you. Who the fuck are you to tell me?
Yeah.
You know, like
yeah.
if they want to talk about their whatevers, then talk about their whatever. You know,
But-
men, we do more gross things
Yeah,
that
women
we
are
never
more
talk about.
sneaky and like.
Well, not
they get at
Cardi
each
B.
other.
She talks about her weird ass.
No, I only watch. I watched
She's
that.
not subtle about it.
We're not going to talk about politics, as we all agreed we're not going to talk about politics.
No.
But I'm just going to quickly say that
I tell.
Late last night.
the only reason I watched that video was
What?
because
What? Which video?
What is
Wow.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, I watched it like 100
was
times.
because Cardi B was having a Twitter fight with Candace Owens.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
Candace Owens is my hero. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
So Cardi B was preaching about politics,
Yes,
and
she was.
Candace Owens was saying, "Look, I'm an expert in politics. I'm not going to tell you how to make your music video or what to say on your
Yeah.
music video, and leave the politics to me, because you don't know what you're talking about." And she went on and she listed like,
Yeah, I
20
I
things.
got kicked off of Twitter because of that.
Really?
Yeah, I called out Candace Owens on something. I'm not gonna say what it was, and then they
were just
banned me.
like,
Really?
Get her
After
out.
the show, you have to tell me.
I will. I will.
Okay. You see,
But
this is an example that Will has a different view than I, and we can get along and not hate each other because we don't agree on politics.
I tell
which
you.
is
What,
so freaking stupid.
yeah. No, it is. It is.
I have to say that one of somebody, I'll tell you, I think I told you, but somebody I don't care if somebody I don't know blocks me or I block somebody that I don't know over politics. But when a friend or somebody who you know gets upset, I was actually blocked today by somebody who I really care about him, but he put up a post and he asked for Trump people's opinions.
Oh.
So I gave it to him and then he blocked me.
Yeah. There you
I
go.
was like, what the hell?
Yeah, it was
I stay
baited.
off his page, and he says the most outrageous stuff, and he probably thinks my stuff is outrageous, and we just politely keep, we don't say anything. But he said, "Hey, you Trump people, tell me what you
You
think
Trump
about
people.
You
this."
fucking
And
Trumpsters.
and so I did. then he blocked me. And he's a friend of mine.
Oh God.
So anyway, a mutual
yeah.
friend is going to try to talk to
Yeah,
Kayla
no.
about
I'd
it.
be the intermediary.
No, Ben Shapiro's biggest fear is being at a gay club and nobody him watching. That to me, that guy is a closet gay. That's
Wait,
just,
say that again?
that guy's
his-
biggest
his-
fear is being at a gay club when no one's watching him. You know,
He wants people to watch him?
no, when nobody's watching him at a gay club.
I don't even
Yeah,
understand
I'm
that.
Okay, that guy is a
He
closet.
wants-
Okay, in my opinion, I think Ben Shapiro is a closet gay.
He may be.
Yeah,
He's a Jew.
yeah. I don't care about whether he's a Jew, black, purple, but he's a closet gay in my
Jew
opinion.
blacker than purple. What about
Yeah,
all the other fucking...
he's a black Jew, a purple black Jew. I don't know.
So Taz is saying she hates that she loves the WAP song. I didn't hate it or not hate it. I just thought it was kind of like soft porn. It didn't seem like
You know what?
video. And there's nothing wrong
No,
with
no,
soft
no.
porn.
You're onto something. Another friend of mine, we were having a discussion the other day, and he's like, "What do you think about this?" Like, it's very graphic. And I'm like, "Dude, it's audio porn. Audio porn happens to every civilization. You know, the Romans, the Greeks, they exposed their kinkiness, and now we are doing that. That means that it's the beginning of the fall of America, and that's a big fear. That's a big
scary.
fear. That's
the fall
fucking
of the
scary.
Roman Empire, when
Yeah,
everybody just went into their own, like,
Yeah,
the-
that's
like
what's
whatever,
happening right now.
Whatever you want, there's no limitations on like structure, or you just do
Yeah.
whatever you feel like whenever you want. That was the demise of the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
what's happening with us. We have WAP, and we have somebody telling.
But
you
Robin
that
agrees with Nancy. Nancy says she's woke up with her hand on over her own face that scared the shit out of me.
Oh.
Your hand over your own face?
I saw your hand over your own wet ass.
That's-
pussy was like you're gonna
That's
fucking
never
die.
happened to me.
You know what I used to wake up to, and this was like a fear. Talk about fears. I don't know why and where it came from. Somebody tried to explain it to me once. Yeah, I don't know if you guys ever dream about losing your teeth.
Ooh, that is scary. That means
Yeah.
you can't, that means you fucking have no control of your life, and I've had that.
Is that what it is?
That's what they say.
Yeah, and
It's
that's
fucking scary.
I've never had that dream.
okay. That's probably because you're a very
And I went to the
controlled,
dentist
stable
today.
person. Okay. Yeah, no, but
I
guess
really
what?
did.
Guess when that was happening? When I was doing all those pills and all these
Yeah,
drugs.
it's
That's when I was having those nightmares. You know,
Yeah, it's because it's like a control. Thing.
like I would be dreaming that I was on stage
oh
and
my god, they were just
two
like.
right, and like two of my teeth are falling out, and I'm like, yeah,
That's
it was like
scary.
two, you know.
That's scary. You know what dreams I always have?
Doop, doop.
You tell me if you guys had
That's
these
what
dreams.
teeth sound like popping off your fucking head. God. Nobody knew.
I always have dreams, especially when I was teaching, that I was late for my
Me too.
class.
Yes, that's
and,
a big
and I
one.
was
Yeah.
terrified. Like, oh my God, the kids are waiting for me and I'm not there. And I'm a very responsible person. So like I would literally wake up and be covered in sweat and look at the alarm clock and it's 5 o'clock and I don't have to get up till like 5:15.
Yeah.
And I'm like, again, I had the same freaking dream again. So fear of not doing what I'm supposed to
Right,
be doing, like
yeah.
the responsibility.
Yeah.
That's a big dream that I have.
I used to wake up to waiting online, and then I realized I'm on my underwear. Like that's
Oh,
a
I never
fear.
had that.
Yeah, that's a fear that a lot of people have, like to be naked and exposed and vulnerable in public. That's a big fear, you know. And I think that's where the fear of public speaking comes from, because the moment you get up on stage, you got to speak what's on your mind, you
Yeah.
know. So that is a big fear,
You're saying your soul, like you're giving out
right?
the real things that are
I know.
about you.
That's why Facebook to me is petrifying. Because
Now,
think about what Facebook says. What's on your mind?
Yeah.
You really don't want to be telling people what's on your mind.
I know,
It could
people-
be petrifying.
I
you know?
hate when people write like,
Oh.
like I don't know why I'm doing this. I shouldn't have posted this. It's like, so fucking delete it. Like,
Thank you.
what's
Yeah.
your status? Like, I don't know why I'm doing this.
I had to put my status on private. That's how out of
Oh,
control
well,
my
what-
status
what
was.
is-
Two of my posts went viral, and all these people started attacking me and threatening me, and all of my information is very readily
Garbage.
available, including my address. Like they could literally come to my house and kill me if they wanted to. All you have to do is Google me. So Greg the Flipper was saying, I have a fear of running out of toilet paper after eating Taco Bell.
That's a great one. Yeah.
I think we all have that fear, Greg.
Jump in the shower. Be a man.
Taz,
Jump in the shower. Be a man about it, motherfucker.
Taz says that WAP Shapiro memes are the best. I have not seen them. I'll have to.
Oh
I'll have to
yeah, yeah.
look
When
them up.
they did the face of Ben Shapiro and Cardi
I
B.
never
And,
saw any of
oh
those.
my God, it's hilarious. But
So Andrew's saying I support women and love them so much that I'm going back to school to study abroad. LOL.
I don't get that one.
Yeah. Abroad.
Abroad.
Oh,
Abroad.
Oh,
He does a lot of
who,
puns.
oh, who's that?
His-
Oh, that's
his-
Chris Capel or?
That
Who
no,
is it?
that's Andrew. Andrew
okay.
Ferdinand.
There.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
no. We have another comic right now that's the
Who?
king of the puns,
Who?
Chris Capel.
I don't
Jesus
know
Christ.
him.
Like he is just
Oh, I think I saw him.
yeah. He's
I
like
went
an
the other night.
older guy.
I
nice-
liked. I
Oh,
thought he
he's
was
great.
freaking
He's
hilarious.
great. He's great.
We
Nobody
have to
does
have
that.
him on.
What was
Nobody does that but him.
I was the only one laughing. All the other young comics
We have
were just
to have
looking at him. I thought he was so funny.
No, he has good jokes like
Everything's
has
a
like,
pun, one
yeah,
after another.
yeah, he takes like a long pause and he's always like, my friend and I play
I only saw him the
play
first time.
Super Mario. He wanted to become a plumber. That's just a pipe dream now, like stuff like that. You know?
It's one after another though. He just
Oh, he's
doesn't
great.
stop.
He's great. I love
I
him.
thought he was really funny.
Yeah, I love him. He's great. He's
So
great.
Ed says he has a fear of his own shadow. Is that normal?
Yeah, so
I
was
don't
Peter
know,
Pan.
Ed.
Wasn't like Peter Pan afraid of his shadow? Like,
Yeah, I think so.
yeah, no, it's also psychological because what's his name? Oh, Carl Jung. Isn't that his name? Carl Jung. That was the other psychologist
Yeah.
next to Sigmund Freud.
Okay.
He wrote a whole book about a whole chapter about the shadow. You know, like
Okay.
your shadow is what you should be afraid of. That's where, you know, you should be afraid of your dark side, your shadow. You know?
Oh, that's deep.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Dana Marie is watching. How are you, Dana?
Who's that? Dana? What?
McAllister.
Oh, McAllister.
Oh, who is
Hey.
that?
I'm
Come
just
on,
joking.
Will.
What up, bitch? I love her.
She says, "Yeah, degenerate."
Yeah, I am a degenerate. Yeah,
Oh, yeah. So
with standards though.
my boyfriend is saying, "Oh, or my gun will not fire." LOL. That's one of his things. Is that his gun won't fire. Peter Najek is
Jam
watching.
clock,
Hi,
not
Peter.
good.
He said going viral is no big deal. Peter Najek, and I hope I can tell this story, Peter. Peter was in the video that went viral about the Bagel Boss guy.
Oh,
But they only shot him up to his neck. And if he had just been a little shorter, he would be famous now.
he-
Peter, I hope you don't mind me sharing
No,
that story
if
because
I'm not
that
mis-
is freaking hilarious.
if I'm not mistaken, he's the one that he's getting yelled at,
Yeah,
right? He's
yeah.
like,
Yes!
"You're not God, my father, nor my boss," and I'm like, I'm
Yes.
watching that, like, oh
Yes.
God, like,
Yeah, that's Pete.
That is, that is so
oh
funny.
my God, like you are in the most viral video from fucking Long Island, and nobody could see your face, and you're a comic. Like God hates you, bro. Like God hates
All he
you.
had to
you
do
know?
was like scooch down. He should have just like scooched down and said, "Hey, little Bagel
He
Boss
should
guy."
have bitch. He should have bitch
Famous right
slapping.
now.
You know?
Oh, Bruno just tuning in. Hi, Bruno.
Bruno.
How are you? And he's saying good evening to everyone. He said, and Peter's saying, "Oh, the irony that he was complaining about being short." That is funny.
Hey, I'm
Peter.
a short guy, man. I'm 5'6". I got problems. Okay.
Yeah, Will was just saying before the show started about like women would have all these, like they want a tall guy, and I was like, I don't want a tall guy. I don't care, but I'm a short woman, so everyone's tall to me.
Yeah. What do you think, man? You think the tall guy? Well, you like tall guys, or you like 5'8", 5'6"?
I like people.
You like people? Come on, we all have a preference.
I'm pretty short, so I
Okay.
really, it's not. it
I'm
doesn't
pretty
take
sure
much to
too.
get
Like
above me.
I like tall women, but like I'm a little afraid of tall women. Like I don't want to make them angry. Because they may again that's another fear. I don't want to get
Yeah.
beat up by a woman. I don't.
Oh, an angry woman has the strength of 10 men.
Yeah,
They
especially
really
if
do.
she's retarded. Because they say that retard strength is like 10
Yes.
times more.
Absolutely.
You know.
We get
so-
research strength, but we get pissed guys. So it's
No,
fucking-
like retard strength. They say it's like if like pound per pound, you have the
It's so
strength
not
of like
okay.
10 men.
It's true.
But I always think, but they always tell you like a gorilla has the strength
a woman on her period.
or like 20. Oh yeah,
That's
or
good.
like 20 men. So what is the strength of a retarded gorilla?
on its period.
That has to be like a superhero shit. Like different level. Like that guy could kill Superman or something. Like you don't. Hey, listen, you don't want to deal with a retarded monkey, okay?
So Peter is saying he's 6'3", and And the Bagel Boss guy is 4'10", not 5 feet like he says in the video. I love these interesting facts about the Bagel Boss
I'm
guy.
5 foot tall.
All right, so before we're running out of time, so
We're
I have
running
a
out of
whole
time?
list I didn't even get to.
Oh yeah, what else?
My biggest fear is fire.
Ooh.
Fire and
I was an arsonist when I was a kid.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
No.
you too?
Well,
I was an arsonist, yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I burned small amounts of pot constantly.
well, I developed I told this on another show, so those of you who heard it already, I'm sorry, but I developed my fear of fire because my mom worked in a school for people who had physical handicaps.
Oh yeah,
And
that's scary.
this one kid looked like a monster. His whole face was like distorted and his body was all distorted. And it turned out that when he was younger, he was playing with matches in the car, and the car blew up.
Oh my Lord.
And he was saved. And I had been seeing him after he had at least 20 surgeries, and he still looked horrible. And after that, I have had a fear of fire ever since. So
yeah, no, that's.
I don't light my fireplace.
Oh.
And just recently, my daughter was having candles in her room. You know, the kind in the jar and everything.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
Yep.
I don't want that.
Always
I
put
don't
'em
want
out.
that in my house.
Yeah.
You know. And then my best friend, she has a fireplace, and they used it a lot in the winter. And you think you're safe with a fireplace, right?
No, you're not.
One tiny little ember came out through the bricks, because I guess you have to have it cleaned periodically. It came out and got into the bedding of the attic, and the house went on fire. And she was up in the bedroom, and she didn't know the house was on fire. The dogs started barking,
Oh my God.
and she didn't know why the dogs were barking. And her husband happened to come home, and they got out in time, but their house was practically burned down. I mean, they saved the bottom part of it. They had to rebuild it. So I don't trust fireplaces. I don't like candles. I don't want to have anything to do with fire.
Really?
Oh, your friend is watching, Corey Marie.
Hey, Corey.
Funny story about fires, really quick. We were talking about retards. One time, my friend.
You were talking about
One-
retards.
one time
I plead the fifth
One
on
time,
that one.
like 2005, we were driving, copying drugs with my friend, copying Oxy. His car, I never forget, a Ford Escort went on fire. And guess where this retard fucking pulled off? At a gas station.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
No.
so the whole thing can blow up. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was the moment you start questioning your own existence. Like, should I keep doing drugs with this motherfucker?
Oh my God. I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm not keeping up with everyone's comments.
We're too busy listening to Will. Sorry
Bill
about
is
that.
saying nothing to fear but fear itself.
Oh, yeah.
That's very deep.
Yeah, you know any Shakespeare, asshole? Come on. You got Shakespeare, you got what, some fucking Charles Bukowski in there? Come on.
And Jim Ray agrees with you. The only real fear in life is that of an angry woman.
The real fear itself is getting a chick pregnant in my life. That's a real fear, man. I'm not ready for responsibility like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, it changes your life.
Well, that's people's biggest fear in general, responsibility. Nobody, you know, funny thing is though, like we were just talking about this topic, a friend of mine, I love her, half the time she's a retard, but I mean that we love. And she's being afraid to move out of her parents' house. And she finally,
Being a fucking bum.
she finally did with her cousin. And she texts me, my cousin just backed out of it. I'm petrified. And I'm like, bitch, do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah, just go.
The moment you run into fear,
Rip
the universe just starts providing.
Um,
That's just me.
Somebody's saying hi to you, Melvin.
Melvin. Oh, that's my uncle. Hey, what up?
Melvin.
Yeah.
Uncle Melvin, welcome.
Yeah, that's my uncle. Have fun in Florida. Don't kill the pythons.
We should
Watch out,
introduce him to
alligators
Greg.
during mating season.
Introduce Melvin to Greg, who lives in Florida.
Oh yeah. They moved down to Florida. Yeah. Be careful with the Trump people. I'm just joking.
Well, it's like it might be underwater in the next couple of years.
Yeah.
So
You might. Yeah. Oh yeah. I gotta send a shout out to my uncle.
now we only have
I'm just
5
kidding.
minutes left. So
Oh shit. Okay.
go ahead, give out.
No.
a shout out.
He's listening. He knows I'm a degenerate. It's okay.
Fuck 'em.
No, he knows I'm a yeah. Fuck you, uncle. I love you.
Well, October 31st,
Yes.
get here for
Yeah.
our free comedy show. All
I
three of
will
us are
definitely be here.
Well, I know you're going to be here, but I'm talking to these fucks.
Oh yeah. People.
Sell it. Come on.
I will.
Right now.
Yeah. Well, if you want to hear more stories, come and have a show. Okay, come and listen to.
No, that was what caught me about you. Like, I heard your set before we spoke, like,
Yes.
and I was like, oh, this is my dude. Like,
Oh,
just,
thank you.
I've known
you
him
know,
for a while
but when
now.
you tell
Yeah.
stories that I'm like, I could see this happening to me and my friends. I could, it's just relatable. And there's people that tell corny dad jokes that are funny that aren't. But you like speak to my soul with your
Thank you.
your shit.
Well, because I'm honest about it.
Right.
And I should be ashamed.
I
of
love
it,
that
but
you're
I'm not.
honest.
No, but you
Thank
shouldn't
you.
because it opens the door for that. It's not always like it's not a life or death thing always. Like it's something that you could deal with and come out of and joke about and laugh about. It doesn't mean you're a fucking thief or sketchy person or like just you got wrapped up in some shit.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Yes.
And everybody can grow and change and and it could be the reverse. You could have your shit together and lose your shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And then come back again.
Yeah.
I think I'm one of
We're on
those.
the
I'm like,
No.
I'm like
the funny thing about fear is this: that most people are afraid of public speaking. I was trying to say
know,
before.
isn't that
And
interesting? we're doing what most people
yeah,
fear.
we are doing what most people fear most.
They told me when I took that class at Governor's, they said that most people would rather die than
Yes.
get on a stage and perform.
Yeah.
You know what I say? Let them die.
Die.
And I say let them die, man.
Less competition for us.
Yeah, less competition for me. Thank you. But thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Fucking Will Romero, 48. That's where you find him on the Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram. Yep.
And you're on Facebook too.
Yeah, well, we've been busy with the open mics.
Oh yeah, you guys are on.
Yeah, I have not stopped.
I'm going
good.
with Will to a mic.
Yeah,
at,
we have to keep that
Ziggy's.
secret because it's illegal now.
Yeah, we're not
so.
telling jokes. People will be congregating.
So I was doing criminal things before. I'm doing
It's a
criminal
workshop.
things
It's
now.
a workshop.
Yeah.
We help
Oh yeah,
each
it's a
other.
workshop. Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
And if you don't want to get covered, you buy a pretzel, okay? Because you have to have a pretzel for whatever reason. That way you don't get
The
covered.
pretzel prevents the virus. Without that pretzel, you're
Who
doomed.
knows? Who knew a pretzel had all the immunities for COVID? You know? Yeah, no, but fear and love to me are the same thing. It just depends on where you want to go.
That's very profound.
Yeah.
Ed is saying you're a good guest. He seems like a cool guy. He is. I've
I'm
known
lame,
him for
thank you, but
how
I'm
many
lame.
years have we? Like two?
2.5.
2.5 years.
Yeah.
I've known him for a long time. Always, like, immediately liked his honesty.
Thank you.
And just, we
He
click.
tells it like it is, and because Will even when you say something about someone, he'll go. Oh. He won't say anything bad. He'll just go, oh, okay. I don't have anything to say about that one. And so he does, but he won't engage. Like so many people, like the fucking comedians, they all go after one another. And
Yeah, Will is neutral.
Will is just like there's
Oh
no
no,
tribal.
not all the time. No, sometimes I want to set someone on
say
fire.
something, but you're okay with
Yeah.
you're like normal in like if you say something, you might take it like if I say something stupid, I'll say I shouldn't have said that. You're the same way. You'll own what you say. You said it. I said it. I shouldn't have said that, and that should be the end of it. But then other people will be like, "Oh, she said that, or he said that," and just keep at you, and it's like, it's just like cool, chill out.
Cool your jets.
Listen,
What my mom would say.
people. It's comedy. It's comedy.
Comedy.
You have to laugh.
Yeah,
Life is a comedy.
Yeah. It's too short
If
to
you're
be
not getting the
fucking serious.
punchline, you're not living.
Right. Exactly.
Like that girl Diana, she never got a punchline.
Yeah.
She never got a punchline. She took shit too serious. You
Yeah.
know? And I don't know, it's just weird. Like you ever met that guy that he thinks that he's God's gift to women? You ever met that guy? Yeah, we all know that guy.
I've met him.
Well,
already.
she's the equivalent of that. She's the equivalent of that. Like
Really?
Yeah, like oh my God,
Dude, maybe
you
we
were
shouldn't tell
with me. Now you're supposed to be with me
Wait,
forever.
Now I'm nervous because she knows where I live.
Nah, you should be okay. She don't drive.
You
It's
didn't say
okay.
anything bad about her, so you're good.
But Will's gonna be here on fucking
Halloween, so maybe.
Should we stay in the front row?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to
Judge
hire a
us.
bouncer.
Scary moment.
We'll hire a bouncer.
Yeah, if you see a chick that sounds like Sofia Vergara minus everything, set her on fire, please.
Wow.
set her wop on fire. You know?
Oh, Nancy's saying thank you to all of us. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you for your stories. I'm so sorry if I didn't get to everybody. I'm trying. I try the best I can to
Of course.
keep up. But if I didn't get to you, I look back at the show later and I read them. I read them later. And thank you everybody for tuning in. Next week, unless something happens, our guest will be.
Unless it falls and
He's-
fucking.
It's 2020. Anything can happen.
Accident happens to him.
It's 2020. Anything can happen. Go
Our
ahead. Sorry.
guest will be Tony Landolfi, who used to be.
We used to shush us every week.
Yes, he was part of our group, and
But
you
then
know,
he had to go work and be a real person.
he
during COVID.
works and he has responsibilities, and
Fucking jackass.
you know, and then we weren't in the studio. There's a whole thing. I guess we'll talk about
Yeah,
it
we'll
next
bring
week.
him back and
So,
he'll tell us to shut up.
It'll be
to
a
our
very
faces.
interesting show. So tune in next week, and thank you, Will, so much for
Thank you
coming.
both for having me.
sharing your fears
Thank you.
And we're seriously very proud of you for fucking coming clean
Thank you.
and finding comedy, because we wouldn't be here right now if you didn't become a comic.
I wouldn't be here without you ladies.
Yeah.
With all of you.
So
Yeah.
share the show, guys.
Thank everybody.
Thank you.
Share the show.
Thank you.
Please share the show right
Love
now.
all of you.
It helps us tremendously. I don't know how to share it, but share it.
Oh, we'll share it.
But you better fucking learn.
Sharing is good.
Share the
Thank you so
Wildflowers.
much.
Keep
Bye,
them back.
bye,
Love you guys.
everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Bye. Thanks for